Hola, aloha, buenos dias. And this is an early morning paleo report. I gotta knock this baby out and get going, just like the rest of us. It's a crazy, crazy days. These are crazy, crazy days. What do we got going on? We got the full moon today. Full moon in Cancer, opposing the sun at around 26 degrees. Sun in Capricorn, moon in Cancer. That's what makes the full moon. And beyond that, you know, I'm just really missing Venus, the goddess of love. She's disappeared into the underworld. I talked about it, I think, a little last week. From the 5th to the 17th, we got no Venus. She was that bright star in the night sky. Boop, she's gone. And she's not coming back. She's descending down into the underworld through the 7 gates of hell, getting stripped and torn and loosened. Bare ass naked down at the bottom. She gets hung on a meat hook in the story of Inanna, the goddess of love who descends into the underworld. It's hell. Yeah. This is a time of hell. It's a time of letting go. It's a time of releasing. She's actually coming back to visit Pluto. That's not towards the end of the month, yeah. And so this is a time. What is Capricorn? This is all happening in the sign of Capricorn. We got the Sun, Venus, Pluto, all in Capricorn here, opposing the Moon and Jupiter, which I will get to because I like to end on a happy note. But for now, Capricorn is business, and business is what? Business is also having to do with security. The Cancer-Capricorn axis is the security axis. Cancer wants emotional security. Capricorn wants physical, financial security. It's an earth sign. Pluto moving through Capricorn is saying it's time to transform and change our notions of what is secure. And therefore, how does Pluto work? Death. Removal, Shiva, Durga. Take away all the old forms of security. And then now Venus joins the picture. This can be with our love, with our relationships. The Taurus side of Venus, Venus rules Taurus also, is money and resources. Our old sources of income, our old jobs, our old ways of doing things. Pluto is removing these structures, forms. And it's government. Capricorn is up there. External authorities. This can be time when there's challenges and issues around authority. Who's in charge? Who's the boss? It's intense, yeah. I mean, it's like, you know, we had the Christmas vacation, and that was so busy and hectic and wild that you needed a vacation from your vacation. And so kind of when that vacation's over, it's like, yeah, I want to get back to work and get things straightened out. But now you come back to work and it's like, oh man, I need another vacation. These are crazy times, man. Because what? You know, you tend to hold on. You tend to want to hold on. We got the North Node in Scorpio. South Node in Taurus especially wants to hold on to my money, my resources, my security. And the South Node is our past forms of behavior. The future is the North Node of the Moon over there in Scorpio. Merging, uniting, sharing, trusting the other. And really combining our resources. Letting go. Mostly of our fear. And what happened yesterday? And it's still today and it's still all week. Mercury is in Aquarius, squaring the nodes. And a square to the nodes is something that's got to be done before you can get to the North Node. So we have to do Mercury in Aquarius right now. Aquarius is non-attachment. And Mercury is our left brain, thinking. And Aquarius is like UFO, helicopter, lift off. Yeah, and it is kind of let go, non-attach, release, and get your eye on the future. Aquarius is the future. Innovate, invent new ways, new technologies, new relationships, new community. This is really a changing of the guard. Who used to be in charge is no longer in charge, or they're no longer there, and they're dumping all of it on you. And now you're in charge. And we're all sitting here going, what? I'm in charge? Jupiter, Lilith, Moon in Cancer goes, I'm not ready for this. I don't want to be in charge. Ah! Crazy, crazy, crazy. Oh my God. Last but not least, what else do I have to bring in? Tomorrow. It's exact, but this Venus going retrograde comes up with Mars going direct, and they are square. Ooh, ouch. Yeah? So what is that about? If I think about Venus in Capricorn, Capricorn is serious, sober, get the job done. If you think of an archetype or a picture, it's the crone. It's the wise old woman that's seen it all and been there and done that and says, okay, my little chickadees, this is what's going on today, like it or not. Get the job done. You've got the duty and the responsibility for the community, for the family, for blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I mean, Venus in Capricorn is powerful, coming around to Pluto, and then that Sun, very powerful. And it's squaring Mars. Yeah? And that Mars is over there in Libra. Partnerships, relationships. What is this? You know, it's like, there's a lot of demands being placed upon us right now. Mars is Mars is like, I want this and I want that and I want the other thing, and it's just like, Mars, I actually want to please my partners. I want to understand my partners. I want to help my partners. Mars in Libra is all about, yeah, let's do it. Let's make it happen together. Come on, we can do it. Da, 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 da. But it's just like Venus is in the squares, like there's more and there's more and there's more. Not to mention Jupiter down here in Cancer. This is a T-square going on. Yeah, Venus, Jupiter, opposition, with the Sun, Moon, opposition, squaring this Mars over here in Libra. So it is intense. And I know a lot of people are flipping out. And the big thing is, you know, the emails I get is, when is this over, and what does it mean, and what is it for, and what is it about, and, you know, why are things so frickin' crazy? It can be a little much. This changing of the guard leaves the open door for chaos. The old guard goes away and the new guard's not quite there yet. Not quite ready. The old authorities, the old external authorities, you know, are stepping back, dropping the ball, demanding more money, more taxes, more time, more, you know, get on your knees, more work. Stretching everybody. Resources can be invisible these days. Pluto makes things disappear. Venus is money, honey. Well, where's it all leading? What is it all for? All I can say is, got to go to the North Node in Scorpio. Got to go to the Pluto polarity point. We got to look at, you know, Jupiter down there in Cancer. And then now, of course, this full moon. And this full moon, after the moon, you know, it has that full moon. Well, it's actually the moon's conjunct Jupiter. Then it hits Black Moon Lilith. By tomorrow, it's in Leo, which is going to oppose Mercury. Then it goes into Virgo by Saturday. Opposes Neptune and Chiron over there. But the main thing that we really want to look at right now for this full moon is cry, 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 96 tears. Let it out. Feel the feelings. Part of this letting go process, this releasing of the old. Grief is a natural human response to loss. It's time to grieve. Capricorn, Saturn has to do with grief. We've got a nice sextile going on between the Sun and Saturn over there, Capricorn to Scorpio. And this grieving process brings us into our hearts, it brings us into our humanity, and Cancer brings us into our inner child, our need for emotional bonding, for nurturing, and that compassionate understanding ultimately brings us into being mothers and fathers and nurturers and carers. So when you get your needs met, you can meet the needs of others. Just think, after you've had a nice big feast and a nice glass of something to drink and you've made love with your partner and you're feeling good, the world looks better. When you're feeling good, the world is feeling good, and you have more to give and more to offer. So this makes me think of that old song. I've learned my lesson well. You see, you can't please everyone, so you got to please yourself. Well, it's all right now. That should be the mantra for this week. In the midst of chaos, it's like in the eye of the hurricane, be still and take care of yourself and meet your limits, know your boundaries, know your limitations. When you go all out there and do too much, Mars squared Jupiter, the partners demand too much, the boss demands too much, you spread yourself too thin, you get sick or you break down or you can't handle it. It's just this whole thing of balance. And also what? You need to confront. You need to draw boundaries. You need to be the crone yourself. You need to say, this is it. This is real. This is material. This is where I stop. This is all I can give. See you later. I'm going to go take a hot shower, a hot bath, a hot tub. I'm going to go off to the spa. That's what this full moon is about. Yeah? Today, and this, of course, this full moon is a culmination of, the last 2 weeks, and it's going to spread out over the next 2 weeks. So the mantra for today, and for this week, besides being that song, I feel that life is upping the stakes just to see what it will take to get me to stand up tall and straight. It's like when you're getting hammered, you're getting pressured, you're getting the demands on you. This is all a test. It's only a test. How much can you take before you stand up, this Mars in Libra, supported by this moon, Jupiter, Lilith, down there in Cancer, that says, that's it. I've had enough. I've had it up to here. I'm not paying my taxes. I'm not working my ass off. I'm going to live a life. I got my own life to live. I got my own family. I got my own roots. I got my own home. I'm going to stay home today. Today would be a good day to stay home. And tomorrow when the moon goes into Leo, it'd be a good day to stay home and play. Play some music. Make some love. Have some fun. That's what it's about. It's about coming into our power, about coming into our truth, about bringing in the new paradigm, and that new paradigm is a new paradigm of balance between work and play, between the demands of banks and economies and religions and families and society, and the calling of my own intuition and what I know and feel inwardly to be necessary and true for me. It's just like, this whole new paradigm is like we're all a bunch of chickens that have just been hatched. We've been under the incubator and our wings are dried off. And it is time for us to fly. And you may have to kick Mother Hen out of the way and jump out of the incubator. Jump out of your nest and fly. One more time for that mantra, yeah? What is it again? I feel that life is upping the stakes. The bet, the risk, the gamble, the stakes. The stakes are high now. Ooh, I got lots to lose. I got lots to gain. The pressure is on. Life is doing it to us, putting us in a pressure cooker. I feel that life is upping the stakes just to see what it will take for me to stand up tall and straight. Namaste, aloha, so much love. So what do you think you're doing there, fella? Yes, sirree. How friendly.
Very friendly.
Nice big smile, opens up his arms to come and see us. Hello. Just kind of waving.
Yeah.
There it is. Oh my goodness. Oh yes. Goodness me. A sloth. Not going too far too fast. Just kind of lazing around.